Our next topic, also our fourth panel discussion, future-proofing football transfers. Football transfers are evolving faster than ever before. Regulatory changes, artificial intelligence, player ownerships, models, and new market dynamics are reshaping the way clubs and agents operate. To remain competitive, football stakeholders must anticipate change rather than simply react to it. This panel brings together experienced football agents and industry professionals to discuss how the transfer market is evolving and what the future may look like for clubs, players, and intermediaries. Please welcome to the stage agents Goran Jerković, Nikola Đermanović, and Ivović. Yes. Goran Jerković is a founder and representative of GDM Sport, also FIFA licensed football agent. Nikola Đermanović, founder of NDS Sport Consulting, FIFA licensed football agent. And Ivović, founder and director of ES Sports DOO, FIFA licensed football agents. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention, attending this panel. And first of all, I wrote this first question on the paper, but let's take another angle. What I wrote here how you became agent. But let's say something about this in the other angle. For example, my name is Goran Svilar. I like football, and I want to become football agent. What would be your advice for me? What I have to do? Ivan. First, Ivan.
Now, okay.
What would be your advice to me?
First of all, I want to greet to everyone. It's my pleasure to be here today and to speak in front of all of you. About agent, I will tell one short story how I became agent, like some first impression before everything. Before agent career, I was involved in football from the first steps, like as a football player, not on the top level. After as a coach from the youngest, so for example under 7, and here is the most important part from my angle now of my career, because I start from zero, from the first steps, and then as a coach I was involved like 15 years. After this I was director of academy in 2 clubs in Serbia in Super League, and after this my next move was as a sport director in 4 clubs here in Serbia. So from my side, all this experience give me some advance when I start my career as agent, because this is the most important experience, and also through all these roles I had a lot of tough moments that make me stronger after, because you know, today to become agent it's really not easy. So this is like first words regarding this. How I became agent, it's story again connected, my friends know it's connected with head coach, ex-head coach of Partizan, Srđan Blagović. Now we moved to Akron, Russia Premier League. When I was sport director in India, we cooperate a lot, and in some moment he left the club. We make very good friendship between us, It's like family friendship, not like agent and the coach. And there was one chance for Kazakhstan Premier League where I managed to go. And it's similar, I heard yesterday story from a famous agent from our region. Let's say, for me was like surprising moment where I realized that I can do this job. So I continue maybe one more year as a sport director in Radnički Niš, but this is the moment when I had feeling that I can do this job very good. So after last days in the Radnički, I go forward with 100% role of agent. I will say the next step, I think it's very, very important for everyone who wants to become agent. My first transfer, after let's say 3 or 4 unsuccessful tries in 3 or 4 parts of Europe where you need to pay tickets, hotels to have cost more than 20,000-30,000 euros. I was close to quit, let's say, but then there was one chance with, people know, it's club in Moldavia, Sheriff Tiraspol, and player was from France. So the moment where I think there was starting of a war or something between Russia, and there was strike to Odessa in the night around 12, airplane company sent me email that my ticket is cancelled. After my checking with player from Paris, ticket is normal, so he is on the time. And my decision to travel by car with my friend, like 28 hours through whole Romania, through whole Moldavia, to reach medical in the morning 9 o'clock. So I think this decision brings me today here, because we successfully signed the player, and after first money and income from this job, everything was easy after. So let's say this is first words about me in this job.
Thank you, Ivan. This was full of advising. But I want to ask Nikola to say something about difference of the way in the French market to become a football agent. We heard about this from Ivan, how it's functioned in Serbia. But what is the way in France to become this?
First of all, hello everyone. Thank you, Edward, for the organization. The way is a little bit similar in the idea, but from my experience, it was a little bit not usual, because from 16 I was dreaming to become a football agent. And through one friend, one day I was 21, I met Milan Čalasan, who is the former agent of Dragan Stojković, and I started with him, worked with also Ranko Stojić, who is now in Football Association of Serbia. And then I passed the exam, FIFA exam for the license, but the first one that was in Serbia. And then I started to work with players. The difference between Serbia and France is in the mentality of players, generally speaking, because in France they need agents who are closer to the players. They need more attention, for example, than in Serbia that I saw. So that's the difference between France and Serbia.
And what would be your advice for me if I want to become a football manager, football agent?
My advice would be to have big dreams, to follow your dream, to make contacts, because honestly the contacts are the most important in the job. And after, of course, looking for good players, starting maybe for young players to make them grow.
Yes. Thank you. Goran Jerković is also here, and Goran is born in Lyon. Yes. What is the specifics of French market also behind this that we heard about that market from Nikola? What was also the specifics?
At the beginning, the same words I will have. Thank you, Edward, for the invitation. What to say about the French? French is specific country. Why? Because we know that they have a lot of colony, lot of players from Africa or all around the world because of the island and everything. So they are, when we see now, for example, national team, you can see many players who have like double nationality. But France is one of the, for me, the last 30 years is the #1 country in a football. Always they are going to the semi-final or final of every competition, and they are successful. So even better than Brazil, England, Spain is coming, is quite good also, but they have like period, 5-6 years winning nothing. So French is specifically, they have a good academy. They're working very well with academy. All sport directors have educated. In my time was even much better than now. We have sport director just for academy who was very successful. Why? Because the main things was to build the players, and they was not thinking to be director of the club or coach of the first team. That's the difference. They know where was the place of them. So they don't want to dream like to be a first coach of the team. No, they prefer to stay. I'm from Lyon. Lyon is one of the best academy there. And I remember in the moment, the sport director of academy was there maybe 25 years. And we know how many players came from Lyon to the national team and all around the world. So everybody know where they are sitting, and they don't want to pass somebody else. So that's why the French football is very stable and successful in the football world.
Yes. Ivan, I would like to ask you, from the Serbian Super League, depends on what Goran and Nikola said. How many players now can go in, for example, some clubs in French League One to play directly from Serbian Super League in French League One, in your opinion?
Okay. To be honest, we are facing a lot of years before that generally all our players that make transfers to these top 5 leagues like France or Spain or Germany or Premier League, all of them, they are suffering to play. So from my side, the numbers are really to be 1, 2, 3. I don't know exactly, but the main problem is that we are not ready. Our players are not ready when they go to top leagues in France. I don't know in the last few years if we have players that we have.
Yes, we have
Miladinović, like,
from
but
Čukarički.
yes, but this is numbers 1, 2, 3. So it's very hard for us to compete with this, for our players to compete in these leagues. Generally, I think we are not ready for this.
But before we had examples, for example, Pavle Ninkov goes to Toulouse or something like that. What is changed in, for example, last 10 years about that? About Serbian players directly goes in the French club to play in the French League One? Why is not
First
now
of
the case?
The way how the French football is playing. We know everybody that's in France is very physical. Every player from France, they can play in Spain. They are successful in Spain, in Germany, in England, and everywhere. But to play in France is very difficult. It's very physically. Before, at the past, we have like warriors. We have players like they are ready already by mentality and after physically. Now, this is the new, let's say, I don't like this word, but this is the new generation. So they want to go, they think that they have 17, 18, they are ready to play in Europe. No, they are not ready. They are not ready. You have a plan, and every player needs to follow the plan. It's better to stay in Super League 2 years more, maybe to have more games, 40 games average. It will be perfect for them to yearly to move after to Europe. In how we even say the last 3-4 years, our young players, I don't see so much young players who have big transfer. Red Star, Partizan, even Čukarički, they make nice transfer, but no one almost is playing. That's the problem. So, but after that, this is another topics. But every player need time. Not running so fast. Sometimes it's better to go to lower league, not maybe top 5, maybe Belgium, Switzerland, like a level between Serbian league and the top 5 league.
But in your opinion, Nikola, what is the mid-step for Serbian players? Like that, Belgian league or Poland league or Hungarian league? What is the mid-step before goes, for example, French League One or top European leagues?
As Goran said, I would say Belgium, Holland, Portugal, Netherlands, leagues where you can adapt from our rhythm in the game to the top 5 leagues. And honestly, it's also about the quality. I think that we have a little bit less quality now than we had before.
Okay. As we heard before, some guy talks about that. I think it was a presentation of our friend from Spain in FC Barcelona. He works. Pedri was tested in Real Madrid Academy, and they said that he is not a player for Real Madrid. What is your advice? How to make lower these mistakes for a clubs? How not to make these mistakes?
Look, to football generally, this is my opinion, but football is generally life thing. So you cannot avoid totally mistakes, especially in scouting. It depends of the years, of the environment. But generally, if you combine good quality coaches with data that we are speaking a lot about, and strategy of the club, and if you combine all these things together, I think this is the road to try to don't have this kind of cases. There is no secret, I don't know. There is no some 100% explanation, or we will not make mistake for sure. This is from my side. I also have experience in the clubs, because on the end it's decision of the coach, of the director of academy, from whole club. So I cannot see how we can have this situation in 0 cases.
Yes.
To be honest. But if the club have clear strategy, if they know what they want, what's profile of players that they need, and if they have coach or director that they understand football and they can see the exactly the level that this young player can reach, I think this is the road.
Now, I take Pedri as a photo robot of some player from Serbia, to be understood. Yes.
Let's say you have cases now, if I can remember, you have cases of the players like Nemanja Matic, everyone knows him, that academy in Red Star.
Red Star, yes.
Yes, decision was that he is not good enough, and you know the career after.
Yes.
So this is, and our country is for sure a place where this happens many times, from many reasons. But the reasons are what I say: the scouting, coaches, sport directors, data, details. So if you want to catch the real players, you need to combine all this and to work as a one, like in the club. So you can miss a lot of mistakes. This is my opinion.
Yes. How not to make these mistakes, Nikola?
Have better communication between academy, first team, scouts, coaches. And I would say maybe look at the mental strength, the mental aspect, because through my career I saw a lot of talented players, but they didn't make the step because of the mental. Maybe this should be sometimes the point of view that you should push. Maybe the first aspect.
But Goran, let's say like this. What is the role of football agent in that story? Can football agent call that director or that club and said, hello, this is the player for us because of this, or not? What is the role of football agent in this story?
Football agent have opinion like a sport director have, like the coach have, like the data and the scout, and he have his opinion, and he know probably better players, his player, than the director or the coach and everything. So any agent almost know football, like a sport director and everybody in this circle. But the difference is that the agent know personally the player. So how is his character? If he's strong in the mind, if he's ready to play in this level, the coach and the club will look if he's ready for this team, for his team. But the agent, he know more than club. Why? Because he's personally close to him, and so he can push by this side. So this is the only thing that's what he can do. After, of course, and there is some type of player for every market. So now this is another topics, but the player, the agent is there to show how is the character of the player.
Yes, but in this case we are going into the one topic that is relationship, football agent, clubs, directors, and etc., coaches, something like that. How importance of this in this business? What is the importance of this relationship?
It's very important because, like you say now, we have one case where club don't recognize player as a big potential in future. You as an agent, you have deep connection with player, and you already have those information before the player. So you need to manage all this with him and to prepare him how he will receive this information also, and what is the next step for him. So this is the main thing and most important, especially in young ages. because you know this kind of informations can harm a lot players, young players especially. So this is the main role on this road. We now speak about young players in academies, so this is the main thing between first connection is agent and player. This is, and also you as agent, you should take care about all informations to receive before the player from the club and to manage all this so you can successfully exit from this case and find another better chance for your player, another club or maybe club that will recognize him as a big potential. And this happens a lot of times. So also from the matter of agent, it's not everything done, it's not finished. If someone bring decision that your player is not good enough for us, or this is just one step that you need to handle and to, on the end, bring all this thing to successful end, let's say.
Yes, and when we talk about relations that every football manager must have, what about the relationship with the family of the player? And how connect with the family of the player? What is the most important thing in that story?
I would say that it has changed through the year. Maybe 15, 20 years ago, family was not that present in the whole process of the player career. But today, fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, a lot of them wants to be involved. Yeah, girlfriends wants to be involved with the player's career. So you have to deal with it. You have to adapt today with all of this stuff. You need to be closer now with all the environment of the player. And sometimes you are like the older brother, the father, the psychologist, you are everything. So you need to be closer with the player than before.
Yes. Goran, if you can give us some example for a good or bad relation with the player families.
I have a very nice example last week. I have my player. I discuss with him, every time the same. He's young, 20 years. He already played in Super League. He's national team player and everything. I mean, when he was young, And every time when I sit with him, I say I must to. It's like I speak with my child. I must to say every time the same sentence. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. And at the end, the father give mandate for somebody else. So when everybody's
this is the bad one.
This is bad one, not for me. I say me, it's not a problem. If you want, I can take the contract and throw it, and you can go with him. It's not a problem. I say everybody must to stay in his position. Father must to be a father. Mother must to be a mother. Girlfriend must to be a girlfriend. You can get information, speaking, change. It's like a staff in the team. You have a coach, you have a goalkeeper coach, you have an analyst, you have a first assistant, second assistant, assistant of assistant. So, but every day, once per week, twice per week, they are sitting and discussing about the team. So it's the same with the agent and his family and even the friend, because he have a best friend who want to be involved, who is dreaming to become an agent also. But the agent, if he don't have all the information, if he don't have, because at the end it's the player decision.
That names a control on the.
You control, but you cannot
on the
control
player.
everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Football agents obviously said control.
We try to control everything, but you cannot control 100% all the situation. I have a lot of experience and probably even more, and there is a lot of agents, so you know that at the end you cannot control. You try to control the maximum what you can do. But every time there is this is the environment that's, I say always, this is the only, it's just, we must to take care of the player, that's all. So everybody wants the best for the player. So if somebody try to go behind or do something by themselves, so we are not together, and that's the problem. And it's not, the problem will be after the player, because he will say, my agent was not good. No. It's not this, it's all now what Nikola said, now before was much better. Because when you give the word, you give the word. Now everybody want to, they are speaking, they are doing themselves, I know this guy, and now let's sit together and speak about this and move forward together for the player.
Yes, but even in this business, what things can be under control and what things cannot be under the control?
I will speak again from my experience.
Yes.
It's okay. It's always about control, but what is important when you sign your client, this is my advice, you need to explain him immediately how we will work. For example, you will not give mandates to other. You cannot give mandates without my attorney. For example, for this, of course, you can say whatever you want, but after he can do it. This is the problem. Also, we are facing last years that FIFA tried to push regulatives and to protect agents also. I think this is the main thing. After we clear all in this topic, it will be much easier, because we know that there is a lot of agents, there is a lot of opportunities. Now the clubs, before clubs work with 1 or 2 agents, still there is clubs that do jobs like this, but generally more than 60–70% of clubs, they are ready to open for everyone, from the reason because they really want to do the jobs faster, and this is the market. But yes, I agree that it's not possible to control all sides with clients in this moment, and probably next few years will be the same. It's very hard job, let's say. And also from my experience that I was also the player and the director, so I was in all sides of football. It's really, we need to appreciate more these jobs that agents do, because especially in Serbia, media and people, it's always some bad connotation that connecting agents. So from my experience that I was in the 3 or 4 angles, this is really something for respect. This is really something that what agents do, it's something that really make closer players to the club and clubs to the players. It's not just, okay, we have all situations, we know in industry, but this is something that is really, really hard, what we speak now, to control situation. This is number 1. So I agree full with, sorry, the name, Goran, yes.
Goran.
So this is now main thing in this job.
But if you have a contract, is a better way to make a control on the player, or on the
I think yes, for sure.
contract with the player? Yes.
Yes. So this
On
is
the paper, not
on the
not
paper,
just the
yeah.
word.
I think the main thing is to prevent some problems is to have official contract with the client, if he is player or agent or a coach. Now we know regulation. It's easy. It's 2 years, and every 2 years you need to extend. Also, before was if you bring him a job, contracts immediately go next 2 years. Now it's not the case, and this is also dangerous for agents, because, for example, if I move my coach to Akron, now and if I don't continue contract on this day for 2 years, after 3 months, he can go to CSKA Moscow with another agent, for example. Even if I move him to new league, good club, so there is no guarantee that. So my advice is for sure always to go with contracts officially, and to be involved directly, to put the rights on the right place. It's better sometimes to don't sign the player if he doesn't want to sign. So you don't lose your reputation, your time, your money. So you don't want to sign, okay, no problem. If I bring you job, we will see after this, like this. So from this side, you take control only for the clubs where you are 100% sure that you can make a deal and control the situation.
But Nikola, does football players want to sign a contract with football agents? What is the situation now?
As for everything, it depends of the player. Some wants, some, like Ivan just said, they say, bring me an offer, then I will sign with you. But most of the case, they are open, maybe more in Western Europe than in Serbia, but they are open. But at the end, the contract is something good for the agent, but also for the players. But sometimes even if you have a contract with the player, it doesn't mean anything.
But in my case, I'm in contact with football players daily, and most of football players said to me, "Okay, I will work with a football agent who can give me an offer, who can bring me offer from one clubs, but not have contract with the one agent."
Yes, but the problem is that sometimes players doesn't understand that if you don't have contract with someone, Ivan, Goran, and myself, we can propose the same player to one club. And when clubs see that you are proposing one player through 3, 4, 5 agents, they just say we don't want the player. So that's problematic for the players also, even maybe sometimes more. So it's an insurance for the players and for the agents also. Some agents can work like this without contracts, but for myself, it's not the case.
And clubs doesn't want to make the contact with that players.
You mean with if he don't have agent?
Yes, yes.
No, for them it doesn't matter because the club wants the player. So if his agent is Ivan, Nikola, or George Mendes, they don't care.
But
if they want
Ivan, Nikola, or Goran
send the same player.
send the same paper and
This is
the
not
same
wrong.
player
Yeah.
from the club.
This is the reputation of
Yes.
the player. So it's like every time I say, no, I cannot use this this sentence, but I say, this is the reputation of the player. Like the reputation of the woman, of the man. So if everybody send one player, so you know that he don't have good reputation because he's speaking with everybody. And when you speak with some clubs, they prefer that mostly of the club are professional and they prefer to speak directly with or the agent. When they see in the list 1 time, 2 times, it's finished. So this is just the reputation of the player. And I say every time for the player, when I want to sign the player or when I want to propose the player as an intermediary, and I say, do you have an agent? If he tell me yes, I'm happy because I prefer to speak with Ivan or Nikola than speak with the player. That's the player maybe have just brother, he have sister, it's the same thing. So it's not good for us. I prefer to speak with Ivan, Nikola, and say, okay, I have this, and we negotiate like this. So it's better. And I say all the player, it's better to have an agent. Even 2 years, no problem. It's not good for us. To be honest, I hate this new regulation. Why? Because 2 years, this is like short relationship. I like my wife. I want to be all I don't want another wife. So this is the same with player. I want the player. I will give everything to my player to have a great career. If one day we have different. I don't have the market for you or something like that. Okay, we go with Nikola, go with Ivan. This is not a problem. But 2 years is too short. It's too short for us, for the agents.
Especially if you are leading a career. It's different with one-term signing, but if you are leading a career of someone, this is maybe this is the moment where we can find another way to protect agents.
The agents, yes.
This is especially, for example, I have case with Serjan that is 12 years, but this is more than agent, and this is the case. But in case that you lead 10 years someone through lower leagues, like one sign, another sign, Lithuania, for example, then Kazakhstan, and you come to big market like Russia or Spain, and after this there is let's say big groups, agent groups, that they will say, okay, you go to Manchester United, but we will not work with your agent. This is the moment where you don't have control, except the coach say, okay, this is my agent, I work 10 years, you need to speak with him. Because for sure, he will not lose the opportunity. If someone wants to take him, they will take him, but they use this moment of power. And here is a moment where agents lose their players, coaches. So what Goran says, I agree with this also.
But in Serbia, what is the situation in Serbia? How many football managers are have contract with the players, leading players?
Actually, everyone
career.
Yes. In Serbia,
Yes.
in Serbia, the case is this is again. I always speaking from my side.
Yes.
In Serbia, you have separate roles. Like if the players are young, there is full rights on the player. There is contracts and strong connections. So the agents actually they are waiting to grow and to make big transfer outside. This is one side. Another side is where everyone is fighting to move the player. As Goran says, also this is one good advice for us as agents. It's always better to have, for example, if you don't control the player and you have the club and you want to move him, it's always better to have agent. Because I had many cases. Normally, I contact the player. He said, okay, I don't have or have, whatever, but maybe he's quiet for a few days. He doesn't want to give information. And you ask him, what is your salary that you will be satisfied? What is transfer that your club will release you? Things like this. And he give you some informations. And when you start working, actually, we come to the moment where all those informations are not correct. If you have agent that is with him like 5, 6, 7 years, he knows him, like we say, he knows the player in the soul. So he knows exactly, also he lead before, he knows transfer, exit clause if he have, what salary will satisfy him, what is profile, how we will do the job. It's always better to connect, this is my opinion. And I have also, from my side, I'm in the market like, okay, like 10 years, let's say. I have one rule for me and for my partners. I always work, if I'm alone, I'm 100%. If I work with someone, I'm 50-50. And this is for all cases, or if it's outside transfer or if it's inside. So this is some rule that I believe it's good. What you asking me for Serbia? We need to define here with some rules how we will work.
We need to change some rules.
Yes, this is number one. Like in all segments of football, we can speak about this, but let's say
On the other place.
yeah, but we need to define. For example, I always mention Spain or I don't know Portugal, or it's countries where football is how to say it's unbelievable thing, and it's big difference. So we need to grow up, let's say like this.
I have an experience with it was one international player from Congo. I bring him to in Serbia in Vojvodina. We make the deal very fast. Why? Because they play European qualification. So we make this very fast, the deal. And when I call the player, he told me that he don't have an agent. I say perfect, okay. So I bring offer, everything. He take the plane, and when he came to Belgrade to airport, I see he's coming with one guy. I say, and the player play in Belgium.
What he said, this is my brother.
No, my agent. Yeah, he's from Belgium, and we rush because we have just 10 hours to register him for the qualification. And the agent come, he take his time, and we again negotiate. What's happened? We lost the time. So he was not registered for the qualification European. Vojvodina disqualify. So and when I proposed him there, I told him maybe you will play Europe qualification, everything. What's happened after? He play Super League. He lost his position in national team. He didn't play African Cup, but it's not my fault. If you told me from the beginning, so we will negotiate already 2 days before, and you will play, maybe it will be different. You will play Europe, maybe not. But when you don't give all the information, it's the problem. It's not, one more time, it's not the agent fault. Huh? We try to take all the information. If you have all the information, so it's more easy for negotiate. And any agent have all the information from them players. So that's why it's more easy to speak with the agent, to have everything and to go in fast and clearly.
Okay, the last topic in this panel, license. We are in the jungle, as we heard before on some presentation. I think on the panel before, panel third. There are many agents without license here. It depends from the country. You are licensed football agents, and I want to hear about from you what this fact brings to you. You are a licensed football agent.
It brings security to the clubs, to the players, because you know that you are working with someone who knows his job, who has the license, so has the right to speak with the clubs, with the agents, with the players. So that means kind of security for everyone. But the reality is that there is still a lot of people who are working as an agents without the license. And clubs are still talking with them. It will not make the big difference. As Goran say, when they want a player, if you say you are his agent, yes, the club will not ask, maybe they will ask that if you have the license, but at the end, if they really want the player, they will take the player with you. So for me, there is with this kind of regulation and all those license, it's better, but it does not erase all the other stuff behind it.
Can we hear your opinion about that, Goran?
License is just credibility. Yes. Everybody can drive car, but if you don't have license drive, so you are illegal. it's the fact. So when I was young, I was playing in Lyon, and it was not like jungle like now. But after the game, sometimes few agents was coming, and the first things when they came, hello, my name is Goran.
This is my license, yes.
This is the license. So, and directly I know that he's like, serious guy. Now everybody, I played in many countries in the world. Sometimes taxis, in Turkey, taxis he's an agent. So I say, license is more like credibility. So when you come to speak with somebody, with the club, with the player, you know that you are credible and professional.
But non-licensed football agents is a problem for
Look,
you or not? Is a problem for you or not?
No, actually no.
No.
How I see situation, this is market. So especially football market is, how to say, it needs to be open. If someone have connection, if someone can finish the job, he will find a way. Even he have license or doesn't have, this is not the, for me, what is important? For me it's important that FIFA start finally something to regulate this section. Let's say, okay, who wants to be agent? Let's try to take the license. And I believe when they have enough or some big number of licensed agents, this will be next moment for them where they will regulate it, all these things. In this moment, there is no way that, or countries that they say, okay, if you don't have license, there is in the start, but you know that because of some court from Germany, they quit the process because they try to make, for example, let's say, commission will be 3%, or they want to close the things. But from my side, this is the biggest mistake. First, you need to make all together, and then we will speak what is minimum, what is maximum, but generally the main mistake in football when you want to how to say, to make some lines, because when we speak about Jamal, if I move him to Manchester City, I will tell them if I have control, I will decide what is my work, what is this money, is this 1 million or 20 million for agent, for example. And then we will find a way how this is true. It's not. This is a reality. Of course, there is like always 8-10%, these kind of things. But first of all, FIFA needs to give license to everyone who wants to work, and after to make regulatives, and then on the market we will find between us actually fight. We will, how to say, we will fight for our positions, like in referee, for example, part. Everything is clear. They need to be paid before the game. They need to be this, they need to be that. Players also, it's always like players, contracts, everything is clear, except agents part. So I think the next step of FIFA will be this, and after this we can speak about the cases.
Yes. And for the end, before questions from the audience, can you give us, all of you, one player, for example, now in 15 years old, that you think that he will be the superstar in, for example, 5 or 6 years on the European market? One player.
One more time is my experience. I think I lost my Mbappé last year. Not because of me, because of the. Now we come back behind with because of the family.
Because of the family.
Yeah, parents was divorced, and I have my ex-coach from Lyon. He's a sportman, and he told me.
What's his name?
Mamadou Diallo. Mm-hmm. He's the first guy in France.
Mamadou Diallo.
Yeah, he's playing in Angers. He has 15 years, he will have 16 now. He signed already professional contract. I know him 5 years. Every time he's in the next generation, every time scoring. Last year, 30, 35 goals, 20 assists. He's going to national team U17 and he had 15. Amazing. But the father come back. And what he say, he have a friend who is working for one agency, and
yes.
He fall in love again with his ex-wife, and now I lost this player. So I hope that after a few years you will see him in national team France, and you will say, remember Goran told me this from Mamadou Diallo. So this is the player that I missed. Maybe my Mbappé, but I hope I will find my let's say Jerković or something like that.
Okay.
You can.
Nikola?
A player that I miss, or every player in the world
Every
that I
player
think that
No.
Every player.
I would say Zaire Emery from Paris Saint-Germain. I saw him 3 years ago. He was playing in the suburbs.
But he's now superstar, not?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, he's
He plays
getting,
in the finals of the
yes,
Champions
I
League
know,
and
but he's not the superstar of the team,
won a trophy, no?
and he's still young.
Yes.
But he was
Okay.
playing like 15, 16 years old in the suburbs of Paris, and he was almost, at that moment, he was playing with players with 2 or 3 years older than him, and he was magical on the pitch.
Yes, he was on the bench in the finals, I think.
Yes. Yes.
Is this was a good coach decision or not for you? Fabian Ruiz starts the game.
He played all the season. Fabian Ruiz was injured, but he will take another Champions League. So.
Okay. Ivan,
Actually,
one player from you.
I have 3 players.
3 players.
Yes, but unfortunately, I will not say the names because this is my part of job.
Okay. We are open for questions from audience. If you have someone. Yes? Ladies first, sorry.
Đermanović, sportsler from Serbia. I want to see your insight into the Americanization, into the football agency. So we know that some entertainment, big representation companies bought some small boutique football agents companies. So Rock Nation, for example, owned by Jay-Z, they also bought, I forgot what is the name, but I know that they entered into the football market. Also ICM, who bought Stellar Group. So how is your foresight about it, especially for smaller agents from Balkan? I mean, for now it's good, but when the player goes abroad and for the next big transfer, where is your role in all that?
Ivan,
Htjela sam da pitam kako gledate na amerikanizaciju tržišta, pogotovo u agenturi gdje su velike agencije koje su u zabavi, sad ulaze u fudbalsko tržište i uzimaju udeo u zastupanju igrača. Znači imamo agenciju od Jay-Z-a koji zastupaju Rihannu, Taylor Swift i ostale pevače, glumce u Hollywoodu koji sad hoće da uzme deo kolača u fudbalu i sve je to u redu kada su igrači poznati. Ali vi sad imate, na primjer, nekog talentovanog dečaka i napravite veliki transfer preko, ali sutra dođe veća riba i samo kako tu zaštititi sebe. Mislim, kako to gledate?
yes.
I will answer. It's hard because we don't have the same budget, but we don't manage the same way. I always say to the players, you can sign with CA-base or big agencies, but they have thousands of players. You will be the 1,001 player. With smaller agents, you will be the number 1 or maybe the number 2, but he will fight for you every day. He will take care of you. Big agencies, if you bring them a lot of money, they take care. If you don't, they don't. So it's not easy because they have huge budgets, but we always have to fight. So we have no choice. We have to adapt with this kind of new market.
Yes? Yes? One more question here. Okay.
I have.
Sorry.
There is one big agency. My player now. He was working with one of the top 5 agency in the world, and they make some tricky when they cancel the contract. They make some tricky clause, and he signed any paper. He was verified because he canceled the contract with the club, and they put like one paper that he must to pay the agency this sum. So now the last 3 years I help him. I mean, I not help him. I found good contract for him, but he must to pay this agency, and it's top agency, top 3-4 agency in the world. Huh? So when I speak with them now, you can use this example. This is my example. But one more time, it's more, like how you work with your player. If he feel good with you, he will not go with the big agency. So yes, you must try to be friendly with him, but You must be also professional. You must show him that you are professional, that you work honestly, that you are open. The most important thing is to be open, because you cannot follow every market. Every game, every day you have thousands of games. I don't know every league, but for example, if my partner, I know him for years and he's working in France, Ivan is working in Russia, so I call them, hey, what do you think about it? So this is very important, that's not to be close. You are maybe good in, because I see many different countries here. Yesterday I was speaking with one guy from Colombia. I don't have nobody in Colombia, so we share like this, and you open also your networking. So this is very important. Now the football is so big. You play everywhere. When I say somebody come to Asia to play, he will come. So, but the big agency don't work this. But the football you have everywhere. So for agent you have job everywhere. This is different between like maybe normal small agent, new agent, and big agency. Big agency doesn't care about Asia, but in Asia, for example, it's new market, it's nice market, and not so bad. Just Saudi.
I want to ask regarding minors. What is your view on minors? Because in Portugal, for example, we are not allowed to represent minors, but FIFA, according to the new FFR, as long as you do the CPD, you can represent minors. What is your view on signing minors? Because the market is very aggressive, for example, in Portugal. We have kids 13, 12 already having agents. The legal paperwork isn't representation contract, it's image rights or other ways. But what are your opinions, given in the market that you guys work, France, Serbia, looking into minors? Is this something that you guys will look into it aggressively, like all of us are looking in Portugal, for example, or no, we'll just stick to seniors and just avoid this hot topic? Because
I can speak. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's say I understand exactly the question. Also, I think this is the decision of what you prefer or how you want to act as an agent. Me personally, I prefer to have contacts more and more with clubs and to work directly with other agents or with free agents. For me personally, I don't like to be involved in parents, families, let's say, to receive calls from player that sorry Ivan, he didn't put me to play, why he didn't put me, and things like this. But this is my decision and my style. Let's say we can speak about style of agent. So I prefer to go with senior football, to make directly contact between club and other agents or players to finish the job, and to follow career, but this is another type of job, and this is my style and something that I like, because someone else will decide, okay, I want to sign minors and to follow career, to have all these things, but maybe after 3-4 years I will make 5 million, for example. So this is decision, long term, short term, how you organize your life and how you want to act as agent. So I think I was clear.
Any other question? Okay, I would like to thank you for the time, for the tent. See you next time. Yes. It was Ivan Ivović, Nikola Đermanović, and Goran Jerković. We will give you small present. Yes. Goran Jerković is new player of Dildan Serbia football club. Yes. And also Nikola Đermanović. Nikola plays in forward, in front of the goal. Yes. Yes. Also Rajović, yes.
And just for a last thing, we
Yes.
would like to close this deal on Serbia in a proper way, if you don't mind.
Yes, it's time to have a closing speech. And
So-
Nina is first.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, colleagues, partners, and members of the international football community, as we bring Deal Down Serbia 2026 to a close, I would like to take a moment to thank every single person who contributed to these remarkable 2 days.
We see exactly what football business should be about: opening dialogue, valuable expertise, connections, and a shared ambition to continue improving the game beyond the pitch.
During our panels, meetings, and conversations, we explored the evolving realities of the football industry, the changing dynamics of the transfer market, recruitment and strategy, the scouting strategies, legal and regulatory challenges, data and performance analysis, club investments, and long-term football planning, and the importance of collaboration in an increasingly global game.
But what truly defines this event is not only the knowledge shared on stage. It is the people in this room, the relationships created here, the partnerships that will continue after this week, the conversations that may lead to future transfers, projects, investments, and opportunities across the football world.
This year confirms something very important for all of us. Deal on Serbia is no longer simply a new idea or an ambitious project. It has become a recognized meeting point for football professionals who want serious discussions, trusted networking, and long-term cooperation.
We are incredibly proud that this edition welcomed even more international guests, organizations, clubs, and experts than before. That growth is only possible because of your trust, your participation, and your willingness to be part of this journey.
To all of our speakers and panelists, thank you for sharing your experience, honesty, and expertise. To our partners, sponsors, media representatives, and institutional supporters, thank you for helping us continue building this platform year after year.
To our moderators, organizers,
Production crew.
production crew, and technical team, thank you for your professionalism, energy, and dedication behind even detail on this event. And to all of our guests, thank you for being your passion, your ideas, and your international perspective to Serbia.
Deal Down Serbia 2026 may officially end today, but we believe that real value of this event begins after the conference, throughout the collaborations, relationships, and opportunities that continue moving football forward.
We hope you leave Serbia inspired, connected, and looking forward to returning again next year. Thank you once again for being part of Deal Done Serbia 2026.
Oh, finally, thank you. Okay,
It's
nice.
one
we
more
can
sen-
start
one more
time.
sentence,
All
yes,
right.
from Nina.
So, have a safe journey back home. Enjoy the rest of your stay in Serbia, and we look forward to see you again soon. Thank you.
See you
and
in
goodbye.
December, yes.